So when it comes to targeting your belly fat and actually getting your abs to show, how do you go about doing this? Do you go for resistance training? No. What about sit-ups and crunches? Will that work? No. Okay, how about cardio? That's gotta work. Well, no. Okay, what about if I start eating some salads? Will that work? No. Well, not exactly. And in today's video, I'm gonna be revealing the truth about reducing your belly fat and getting your abs to show. Let's get straight into this one. Today's video was sponsored by Squarespace. So to explain myself a little bit further, the whole thought process of spot reducing fat in specifically your stomach or your lower belly, it's just simply not possible. So the way that you go about actually getting your abs to show and reducing your belly fat is by losing fat overall and reducing your body fat percentage to a low enough level when you start to get your abs to show. And the only way you can do that is with the calorie deficit. So I'm gonna actually show you a very simplistic and powerful shredding process that I use on a daily basis in order to lose overall body fat and then finally get your abs to show. Now before we get to this part right here, where you're eating the good food, we need to start at the grocery store. So yes, you will actually need to grab yourself some vegetables, some low calorie, high protein meats, quality, clean food. This is frequently the food that I get. White rice, sometimes brown rice, stir-fry materials, things that I can make at home and prepare myself. So I don't have to rely on all these high calorie, high saturated fat foods that are gonna wind up causing me to gain belly fat. Now I just wanna show you quickly some of the foods that, well, most of the population enjoys to eat. This is the food that is responsible for your belly fat gain. Mr. Noodles, chunky soup, hell, even this Minute Maid rice. A lot of people are gonna try and imitate the stir-fry idea that I'm giving you right here, but as you can see, this rice right here is packed with calories. Now, after you've made it home with your quality food, this is one of the most important steps, and this is preparation. So you're gonna have to unpackage all your stuff and actually begin to prepare for the impending week. Now, a lot of people like to do this typically on a Sunday. If you're not the type of person that's into cooking for a whole week, then what you can do is the night before, get out all of your supplies, put all of your resources in Tupperware, wash everything, cut it, prepare it, pre-cook it, and that will actually help you immensely with sticking with the new diet that you need to adopt in order to actually lose overall fat, which is going to be achieved with a calorie deficit. Now, as you can see right here, this is the process of me preparing one of my most commonly eaten meals, which is a stir fry. Now, your diet is going to be responsible for a majority of that fat loss. You can't just copy exactly what I did right there and expect to see results. It's incredibly important that you determine the exact amount of calories that your body needs and then provide yourself with a calorie deficit. I frequently recommend about 350 to 500 calorie daily deficit. So if your body needs 2,500 calories in order to survive and maintain the body weight, then it's worthwhile trying to have 2,150 calories all the way down to a 2,000 calorie daily intake. This calorie deficit will result in your body having to turn to the fat storage in order to keep all systems running. Now, just a little FYI, what I'm doing right here, see that? Cooking, preparing. This is like the main thing that you need in order to lose that belly fat. Preparation. Because without doing this stuff on a consistent basis, you're gonna eat pogos, you're gonna be fat. As you can see, preparation is really important. Yeah, you can have all that good food. You can go to the grocery store and get that good food, but unless you actually make it and prepare it for those times when you're gonna be busy, well, you're just gonna keep eating the pogos. Now that we've gotten the diet done, I'm gonna give you one of my best and most favorite tactics for losing fat. And it's really simple. It's literally just walking. I always recommend starting with the walk in the very beginning of the day for about 20 minutes. And then if you really wanna maximize your results, and actually do 2 walks. One in the morning for 20 minutes, one in the evening for 20 minutes. The next step is to actually go ahead and do a resistance training. Now, the main benefit that the resistance training is going to do is it's gonna show a lot of results in the terms of muscular growth. You're gonna see an ROI, or return on investment, and this in turn is gonna keep you motivated to stay consistent. The more you see results, the more you're gonna be motivated to keep working. Now, after these workouts, I recommend you give yourself about 5 to 10 minutes of high intensity interval training. You could either use a bike, you can use sprint intervals, or you can even follow one of my high intensity interval training circuits that are on my YouTube channel, the follow along ones. So these HIIT routines and these HIIT workouts, they only need to last about 5 to 15 minutes long just because of how brutally effective they are. You're gonna be in the heart rate zone of about 80 to 95% of whatever your heart rate max is, and that's what's gonna give you the most calories burned per minute. This is why you can get away with doing a lot less and then get a lot more in terms of results. And you're also gonna be able to take advantage of what's known as the afterburn effect, where you're gonna have an elevated metabolic rate for up to 24 hours, meaning you're gonna be burning more calories while you're sitting doing regular stuff throughout the day than you would have normally if you didn't do a HIIT routine. Now, when it comes to ab exercises and core routines, we we've already learned that these type of movements aren't going to be able to target the belly fat. However, they will be beneficial again at keeping you motivated, because as you notice your body's fat overall starting to lower, your abs are going to start to pop through a lot more once you build up more muscle mass, meaning you're going to notice that definition a little bit quicker. Alright, before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, Squarespace, for sponsoring today's video. Whether you're looking to create your own online blog, online store, Squarespace has you covered. So Squarespace is basically designed for any purpose, and all of their platform is going to be able to handle the major things such as pages, galleries, blogs, commerce, calendars, and a whole lot more. Included in your Squarespace account, you're going to get access to SEO tools. So pretty much, if you need to get found on the internet, you need to have this, search engine optimization tools. They got you covered here. Easy importing is also included in your Squarespace account. So if you want to get information from your Twitter or your Instagram and you want to have it on your website, you can do that easily. Man, even if you want visitors who are coming to your website to book appointments with you, you can actually do that with the Squarespace membership as well, because they have tools that are developed specifically for that, really making this thing, again, easier than you could ever imagine. So to start your free trial, be sure to head on over to squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, be sure to head on over to squarespace.com/barbarianbody, or hit the link that you will find in the description box to get 10% off your very first order. And I just wanted to give a huge thank you and shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into the rest of the content. Quite simply, that's pretty much it. Follow that exact process for the next several weeks, because consistency is the most important ingredient with all of that, and you're really going to be blown away at how fast and drastic your belly fat reduction is going. You're going to start to see those abs a lot sooner than you ever could have imagined.